For land preparation, we must take into account various factors, such as water availability and clear land. We must have a plot of land that has been cleared of any type of weed or plant that may intervene with the plowing. Later, the plowing is done with measurements of 4 meters between furrows and 3.5 meters between plants.
Before doing the transplant, we recommend making the dent more or less 1 month before. Why? Because this is the moment when we will deposit organic material into each hole. Since the organic material releases the nutrients slowly, this month will give us enough time for those nutrients to become available for the plant. The day we sow or transplant, it is necessary to add 50 grams more of organic material per plant. We do this in order to reduce the stress the plant will go through with the replanting.
The application of these amendments, such as lime, dolomite, or rock phosphate, are very important since they help counter the soil's acidity and better the availability of nutrients for the crop. The plant must be on a flat surface so that there are no puddles forming.
It is necessary to do a ground analysis when talking about fertilization. Normally, we've been used to doing formulations for crops without taking into account what the ground needed. Therefore, without prior analysis, we formulated a quantity of products for all types of soil as though they were all the same. Actually, you can find various types of soil in one farm. So it's necessary to do these analyses so that we can more accurately know what exactly the soil needs, what nutrients it's lacking, or which ones it has an excess of. And from there, make the decisions. That is the most important.
The tree tomato, however, is a plant that demands a lot of nutrients, nitrogen and potassium. When speaking about what fertilization is, we must take into account 2 factors, the organic and the chemical. The chemical one is done with a frequency of 20 to 30 days, while the organic one is implemented in 2 phases. The first is during the planting, and the second happens when the crop is blossoming.
In Colombia, the tomato tree market is basically just the fresh fruit. There isn't really a supply of processed tomato, at least not a significant supply of processed tomato. But this can be an opportunity for the tomato producers to stop regarding the tomato as a finished product and instead see it as a raw material that can be used to make other things. We're talking about preserves, sauces, sweets, a range of products that can be obtained from the tomato and which will then give it added value.
This delicious fruit helps to make people healthier since it contains vitamin C and E, minerals such as calcium, iron, and phosphate, as well as being an important source of antioxidants, which are responsible for regenerating cells our body loses on a daily basis.